Alright peeps, welcome to a brand new season as the Iron Teeth. And we're going to be playing on everyone's favourite map, the Lemon Canyon. Hard mode of course. Let's go. Now there is a big difference between this time and the last time I played. Not just the prior knowledge that I gained from poor Sulan, but when the map loads, you'll see. But not before we name our settlement, the Lemon Canyoneers. Okay, pause. Do we manage to keep all the beavers inside the district centre? Look at them. When you've got all your beavers together, that's when you know you press pause straight away. And you can already see some of the additions that the map has that we failed to see last time. It's got these ruined paths here. Oh, there's even some up the top. What's this here? Ruined building. Oh, I love it. Now let's have a look. Is this path up here ruined? Oh no, that's still ready for us to path up. So let's have a little tour of this map here. If we go up here, we see our first freshwater source. If we pan down to the left, we see 4 more freshwater sources. But they're completely overpowered by the 4 bad water sources upstream of it. And if we follow this bad water stream down, you can see we got a couple of more bad water sources before it flows off the edge of the map, contaminating all of this beautiful land here. Look at these dead pines. Now if we follow the river the other way around, we can see we've got a water source up here. That's just doing a little bit of flood action of its own. It's minding its own business, you know. But if we continue on, we can see 3 lovely big water sources. And that concludes our tour of Lemon Canyon. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is get some paths on the gun. We have a lovely 4-way district centre, so I'm going to come out of it from all 4 ways. And I know this might be seen as a crime, but I'm going to get rid of these old ruined paths. I'll leave that section there though, because I do like it. I like it quite a bit. But we need to be hyper efficient here in Lemon Canyon. Let's finish up our paths real quick. Alright, so I think we've got a decent little path network. The next thing we want to do is place our critical buildings. So we're going to need some water pumps. Now I'm going to be popping plenty of water pumps down. Alright, so there's our water pumpers down. Let's move on to our farmers. Right, that's our farm hoses in. And look, I just spied we've got this little lemonade stand. That must be for the lemons that we heard about that were lurking somewhere about in this canyon somewhere about, you know, somewhere I heard. Before I forget, let's get some inventors on the gun, because I always end up forgetting. And you know what, while we're in this desolate area here, let's get a bit of storage before we end up forgetting about it. Now that's most of our warehouses in. Those of you who are familiar with the Valley of the Crimson Worm know exactly what it's about to happen. It's small warehouse bridge time! There we go, and we've got the little bridge system of warehouses. Now this plan's all lovely, but we do have to get to everywhere first. And we're going to do that by deforesting this entire bloody canyon. We'll pop in 3 of them over there, 2 of them over there, 3 of them over there, 8 of them over here. Actually no, 9 of them over here. I'm also going to be clever when we cut these trees. I'm going to only mark the trees that are on our paths to be cut for now. And for anything like this kohlrabi here that's on our path, it's going to get ripped up. And as well, these flower berries get ripped up. And I think that should be a canny little start. Oh, no it's not. I just noticed there's no paths going on these water pumpers. And there's no bloody storage over here for the water. Here's get some ready storage on the gun. So last but not least, we need to get the priorities sorted. Now we want to get all of these lumberjack flags maximum priority. That way they're not forgotten about later. We've got 2 water pumpers that are already connected here. I'm going to put their maximum priority as well as their water tanks behind them. We want to maximum prioritize picking up all of this nonsense that's in the way of our building. Maximum prioritize 2 of these inventor huts. I'm going to maximize these little farm houses here. Get those 2 built. And then for a high priority, we want pretty much the rest of the water situation on the main island. I'd like to get our north and east bridge with a high priority. That farmhouse there, and that farmhouse there, as well as these 2 farmhouses here, and these 3 water pumpers. And now we can press play. There's the little iron teeth beavers running out, trying to see what to do. Get 4 builders on the gun. We should have some builders. Building these bloody lumberjack flags. And now let's have a look at our jobs here. I want to get the workplace priority of these lumberjack flags up to maximum. The district centre builders up to high priority. Now with all these lumberjack flags here, we're not going to have them all working at once. So for now, I'm going to be leaving all 3 of these operational because we still have 4 builders and 1 beaver we're now to do. But we need a lot of builders for this. So as these lumberjack flags get put down and connected, for example, if I connect this path here, we're suddenly going to have only 3 builder beavers. So now what I'm going to do is pause this lumberjack, which will allow another little builder to be born. And we're just going to keep an eye on the jobs. The reason I'm building multiple of these is this is cheap storage. I can store 60 logs in these 3 lumberjack flags here. We need to pause these. Still have 4 builders. Tell you what, for now, we're going to have the builders on maximum priority as well. Let me sort out the rest of these priorities here. Okay, so every single job is maximum priority. Okay, then okay. Everything's fine. We're just going to have to be really careful about managing and pausing jobs here. And as well, connecting up these paths whenever the beavers stop doing the trees and that. Alright, I was about to say, our beaver builders should be starting to build the water pumps now, and you can see the highlighted beavers there building away, chucking logs in the deep water pump here. Because you do start with 90 berries, but you start with no water whatsoever. Actually, speaking of berries, I'm going to be wanting to pick these. Look at the timing on that. I swear I didn't time that. But I forgot to put gatherer flags down, so let's pop a couple of these down. Again, mainly just for a bit of storage. And these should get built pretty sharpish because they don't require any resources to build, so... While the beavers are waiting for a bit of wood to finish off these legs, speaking of, we can pause 2 more of these, so we can still have 4 beaver builders when we have the 2 water pumpers. Oh, crap. Where did the job go? It looks like we're going to be doing a 1 lumberjack flag for now, but we still need the 4 builders. Oh, we're going to need wood. And we don't have any, so let's just resume a lumberjack flag. And that's why we have the district priority at high, not very high. Because there's no point having builders if you got any wood to build with now, is there? Anyway, speaking of 18-hour work days, just before the beavers clock off, I'm an 18-hour work day time get a fella. Now, while the night passes, I'm going to go mark this area up here for cutting of the trees. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be incredibly important later. But don't worry about it. Good morning, beavers. Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine, we got a big day ahead of us. Aye, gone for a quick swim. That'll wake you up. Or eat quick. What I want to do is plan our little dam down here. So if we have a look at where the water's coming out, it's sort of spilling out of this little corner here. So if we got into landscaping, get a dam out. And I think to be safe, we pop a dam here. And that bad water's rushing out from that angle there. It's got a full block before it gets to the dam. This is going to be a relatively high priority, and we're probably going to make it super high as soon as we get any sort of warning about any sort of droughts or whatnots. But for now, we don't need 2 water pumpers, we only need 1. We've got a very small population. Speaking of population, we need to get some breeding pods on the gun. I need to get that in with the quickness beavers. Obviously, we'll be waiting for these tanks to get done first, but it is what it is. Speaking of, let me quickly assign all these to be water. You see, you got now to D. Get paused then. Actually, we've done a pretty decent job of clearing out all of this now, haven't we? Let's get cut trees on properly, or at least this side. I still want to get these chopped down. Oh, we got the farmer in, Reet. That's great because they're picking up the kohlrabis, but that does remind me, we actually need to tell them to plant some more bloody kohlrabis down. Our here is going to be kohlrabi corner. Or we could call it kohlrabi bay. It's more of a little bay around the river. Just the same, there's no seed to make it a bay. We'll plant kohlrabis all the way down to the edge of the range here. All the way up to the edge of the range on here as well. But now on the main bit of the island, we're going to be growing cassavas. Cassavas all the way. Right, beavers, get to work planting the cassavas. Oh, look at that. We've got this little farmhouse getting built. So they'll be able to plant some kohlrabis and get the beavers fed that way. Actually, let me be tactical here. Don't plant kohlrabis there. That's going to be a path. I'm also going to pop a little warehouse bridge over here alongside this path I built in the night time because I want to deforest this whole little valley here. Or should I say deforest this whole little canyon here. If we whip out our handy dandy small warehouse, make a little bridge like that. And then we can schneck as far as we can along with these trees here. And then we'll pepper that with lumberjack flags. And not to forget, mark it all for cutting trees. Oh, bonus farmhouse. How many builders we got? Just the 1. I'm going to have to sort that out at some point. But I think for now, we'll turn this farmhouse down to 1. And leave the 2 that are planting kohlrabis just up like that. Actually, let's pick the kohlrabis. Because then we might not have to pick up this actual kohlrabi here that's blocking the path. Oh, you can't reach that kohlrabi there though, so that definitely still needs to be picked up. Alright, Zema, how are you doing? Yeah. What tree were you chopping, mate? Where are you going? What tree have I marked for chopping? That one. Okay, my bad. Nope. Don't worry about chopping any of these. Just chop those ones there, mate. What am I like, eh? I wondered why these 4 trees here weren't already gone. Oh, speaking of things being gone, I need to jump into well-being and pop a teeth grindstone doing for these poor beavers here. There we're gone. Midnight grindstone. In. Well, as the sun rises here in Lemon Canyon, I'm going to start thinking about a drought, apparently. I was going to say I'm going to start thinking about power and planks. We're going to pop a power wheel there. But that's going to be a fairly low priority build for now. But we're going to have a little bit of power kicking about here. For now, I need to make sure that we're building these bloody small tanks here. I need to make sure that's the only thing that's high priority. Because I think that we're building this. Aye, of course they were. I need more than 2 small tanks as well. So hurry up and build all of the small tanks, please, beavers. I think it's time to pause that farmhouse. We'll pause that farmhouse. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to maximum prioritise these 2 and all. Reach beaver builders. Hurry up and get all that done in the next 3 days, please. I have 1 beaver dying out. I'm going to unpause that little lumberjack. And we're just going to have to... You know what? I'm going to tell them to cut all of the oaks. Try and be as efficient as possible. Cut down the oaks here. We'll get 8 logs a pop. Right, beavers. Chop those oaks. Look at the beaver here, chopping the oak. Like an absolute legend. Nothing holding him back. Just absolutely chomping away, getting 8 logs. Are we filling up storage on any of these? No, 2, 2, 4, and 0. Perfect. You know what? Let's quickly move this teeth grindstone. Well, once these logs are picked up, now we can move the teeth grindstone. Alright, we've got 20 odd logs. We're going to have to start thinking about getting some more builder beavers. So pause you. And that's 3 builder beavers. Maximum priority jobs? Yes, 3 beaver builders. You're closer to being full, so pause you. Now we have 4 beaver builders. Now beaver builders, hurry up, yeah, build these bloody tanks. Yes, 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 yes. The more tanks you build, well, I'm going to unpause this other deep water pump, which will just remove another builder. But please, just hurry up and get these tanks in. Now I'm actually going to reduce the priority of these tanks here, so we're only going to have 9 tanks on the go. Is a maximum priority jobby because we really need this dam in here. We really need it in. Alright, we still got plenty of trees to cut. Oh, I've bloody got a warehouse that's storing water. Alright, I think that's all the warehouses. Nope, this last one here. And that'll be all the warehouses that we need to get built on a maximum priority. I love just not being right ever. This last warehouse here is the last one we're building on maximum priority. And then we're going to have to get a shift on. And I believe we're going to need 24 planks, 24 logs. 40 logs! And we're going to need 40 logs to get this bloody dam in. Which I think means doing a tactical unpause. So we're going to go down. Oh, I need to unpause this water pump now. So we're down to 2 workers. Yeah, 2. Why do we still have 3? Oh, a beaver grew up. Well, I Zogvig, the legend. You're the little lumberjack flag that I wasn't expecting. Look, you're chopping that. Ooh, you bloody legend. And that means our little... Oh, we already have 40 bloody logs on the planks. If you're going to mess it up, you may as well just say both. So in that case, we're going to pause the new lumberjack here. And that'll bring us up to 4 beaver builders. And we'll get this little dam in here like nobody's business. Late night beaver builders. Look at them go. That's what the 18-hour workday does for you. It'll get them in. Alright, beavers, you've got today to get it in. You really need to get it in today. We've got 1 in. Here come the builders for the rest of the logs for the rest of the... For the second bit of this dam. Come on, beavers. You're going to be cutting it short here, like. The sun's starting to set, or is it just me imagination? The sun's setting. We're going 24-hour workday, beavers. 24-hour workday. You need to get the last 10. 10! Do we still have... Yeah, we have a beaver sitting around digging out. I was going to say, do we still have 4 beaver builders? But yeah, we do. We've got a beaver sitting around digging out. We may as well get them chopping some bloody trees, eh? Alright, now beavers, please get this in before this drought hits. We need to retain some water or we're going to starve to death. Because we're already down to 6 berries. Yeah, 6 berries. That's not very many berries. Alright, last beaver, you better get this finished. Don't run away. Get it finished. Well done! Zanduki! You legend! You know what? You've just allowed the beavers to get 30 minutes skip before the day starts. Hey, well, welcome to the first drought of Lemon Canyon V2, of course. So, I'm still wanting these water pumpers to slurp up the water while it's still flowing, because we've got a little bit of inertia on the water as it flows down. You can see we still have a fall, so we want to make full use of that. Now that I'm not so stressed about cutting down particular trees, let's just get this whole island marked for cutting. Oh, look at that, we even get our bonus water pumpers in. You may as well slurp it up, like I say, while we've got the reserve water flowing down, which has stopped. Alright, it's only 2 and a bit days, 128 water. I think we've got more pressing matters. Pause, 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 pause. Unpause you as a farmhouse. Maximum prioritise the rest of these farmhouses to get built. And make sure they're set to harvesting. So we can try and get some food in. Ooh, you know what else will help? Actually having a gatherer flag unpaused. Harvest some of those berries, please, so we don't starve to death. And we really need to think about populating, so let's get at least these 3 on the go. I'm just setting up the automation for these water pumps. Oh, we connect our little inventor in. We're finally making some science points. Quite late, but better late than never, we'll say. Right, I think that priority should have the farmhouses in first, then the inventors, then the storage, then the babies. I really want the babies though. Let's focus on the babies. Oh, you know what we can do as well? Food, gatherer flag, gatherer, pick up the bloody mangroves. Are there any more around? Oh, it needs stairs to get in. Right, pick up these mangroves here, gatherer. What? Where'd all my builders gone? I'm sitting here being like, oh, it's weird this. There's no builders doing anything. There's no builders to do anything, that's why. Oh, I've still got a million of these, haven't I? Alright, pause you. Pause you. Alright, there were some cheeky lumberjack flags unpaused. Now we have flower builders. We should actually be building things, which is quite essential. You know, we have so many logs. They've put 14 logs into there. I don't want them to. You can pick up those logs when you get round to it. For now, we desperately need these farmhouses to get built. So let's watch these farmhouses get built. Should be this one up here. There's 2 more farmers pulling up these kohlrabies here that were kindly placed by the map creator. Then we should be building this one now. And that should help out this farmhouse of pulling up all of these kohlrabies here. You know what? Once this is built, which should be this little builder here, I'm going to set these ones to planting, not harvesting. Because we're going to run out of these kohlrabies fairly soon, and I'd rather have more kohlrabies on the way. Oh yes, we got breeding pods in, but we don't have any berries anyway. Let's get this farmhouse in. We're down to need builders again, of course. Right, we'll do it out of 1 inventor. You're grafting. Not with 20 logs in your pouch, you're not. And I've got the beavers building this large industrial pile. That's housing logs. That way, once it's in, we can start picking up these little piles here and get these 14 logs back. So we can rebuild that farmhouse. And that one can be a planter. You know what? Let's pop a gatherer flag here. Because we have some berries that we can pick. As much as I want them, like, gone, we can at least pick them for now. Oh, and would you look at that? We're getting the kohlrabies planted for our next go-around. Beautiful. Oh, the drought's ended. That means we got all our water pumpers back. Not that we need them. Let's pause these 2. Well, these 3 since we only have the 1 anyway. And we got no builders. Okay. Let's see, we only have 1 farmer planting there. Gather a flag. Have you gathered all of these mangroves? That you have. Get paused. And then you can stay cracking for now. Yeah, I'll leave you unpaused. Just for a second though. How many builders we got? 3. That's better than none. Let's get building beavers. So we should be building this last farmhouse, which will leave it planting, but only 1 beaver. So we still have 2 beavers? No, we don't. We only have 1 beaver building. Where's all the jobs gone? Oh, that's where the job went. We got the berry picker over here picking some berries. You cannot complain about that. Captain Berry Picker, get over there and pick some berries. Well, since you've picked all the berries there, you can get paused. Believe I saw some plants. There we're gone. Kohlrabi's been picked up off that path. We can look at getting a little bit more water storage up in here. Up in here. As well as another water pumper. Once again, up in here. Well, as the sun rises on cycle 2, day 2, I'm going to unveil my bad water prevention plan. It starts over here, next to this lovely path that snakes its way up the mountain. But we're not going to be using that. Not just yet anyway. Hang on, what's this? Oh, these are lemon trees. Lemon tree! Oh! I found them. I was looking for these. Oh no. Oh no, what's it? Ah! I found the lemon grove. Oh, this throws an absolute spanner in the works. I had plans. I had big plans. Right, I can still do this. I think I can still do it. So the plan is to not connect these 2 paths together. It's to get our handy dandy small warehouse out. Plop 1 there, another 1 on top. We'll start schnicking our way along here. And if we go from above, we fill in this big deep hole here with small warehouses. And that gets us across the gap. How did I mess that up so bad? And the reason we need science points is to unlock things like wooden stairs to get up there, which we don't have enough science points for. So when we have the science points relevant for that, we'll get the stairs in. For this half-baked idea, it's going to have to wait until the next episode, I'm afraid. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode, peeps. I love the fact that we actually found the lemons, even if it was right at the end and caused us to have a little bit of a flap attack. And I also hope you've enjoyed this new Timberborn Tuesday episode. I'll catch you next week for another Timberborn Tuesday. Peace!